Dutch Control 66, requesting vectors for landing at Schiphol immediately.
Understand, 66.
Turn left now to a heading of
290 degrees.
Yeah, I should have diverted to Amsterdam in the first place. The Dutch would never refuse a civil aircraft in distress.
According to ICN sources, a passenger on the plane was accidentally exposed to a dangerous and highly contagious strain of the flu. The 747, now said to be en route to Germany, where everyone on board may be quarantined, is reported to be Quantum Flight 66.
Well, what kind of an emergency?
We emphasize that both the aircraft and the passengers are safe.
I'll be right there.
International Cable News will continue to monitor this breaking story as it develops.
Quantum 66, you're cleared for the ILS approach to runway 35. Turn right now to a heading of 320 degrees and join the localizer.
Call Schiphol Tower at the outer marker.
Quantum 66, cleared approach tower at the marker.
Quantum, are you still there?
Roger.
We have to change your clearance, sir.
What the hell's going on?
66. How many hours of fuel do you have on board?
8 hours.
Put him in a holding pattern over water.
That's Control. It's your call down there.
We are going to need an alternate destination.
Quantum 66, what would you suggest?
Oh, I don't know. Brussels, Copenhagen, Oslo, maybe Stockholm.
Tell him the American government will find them a destination.
What exactly does that mean?
That means that as director of airports, I've made all the calls. It's shameful. But everyone says no, including Canada, Greenland, and Iceland.
Please, go back to your seat, sir, please.
He's not looking too good, I'll tell you that. Flight deck. All right. Emergency's over. Passenger's dead. Die up here. We need to know what we're going to do about this so-called flu and where we're going to do it. I will not keep flying blind circles over the North Sea. You tell your contacts in Washington we need some answers and we need them now, or I'm going to head west and park this thing on their doorstep. They're waiting for the FAA command post to hear back from the State Department. Bottom line, Mr. Ambassador, you're going to have to find out what's really going on here. They don't even know who to call.
So it happens, I do. There are people at State who handle these things.
As I suspected, we're in the mix on Quantum 66. Direct orders from the White House Situation Room.
State hit the panic button?
Of course. What have you got so far, Mark?
Germans still insist it's some kind of flu, but the way they're going berserk, we don't believe a word of it.
Steve, is it possible something lethal got away from that lab?
The lab's just coming online for Hauptmann's research in antibiotics and vaccines, which means they may be fooling with live cultures and viruses, even though they're not yet fully equipped for level 4 pathogen research.
So it's possible we're dealing with something like Ebola, Zaire, or Marburg.
Yeah, it could be something from the hot zone, or it could be a military bug, or it could be just flu. It's likely something got loose from the lab and they're trying to hide it from us.
All right, 60 minutes. What are the following answers? One, what is the viral agent with which we're dealing? 2, precisely how hot is it? 3, what are the technical parameters? Incubation period, pathology, symptomology, effects of potential. 4, is there anyone here at Langley who knows if something like this could be spread through the plane's air conditioning system?
4, we can answer no. There is. Medical specialist, Dr. Ronnie Sanders. Got booted by the FAA last year for going public with worries about jetliner air conditioning systems recirculating airborne viruses.
An FAA discard hired by Central Intelligence. Naturally.
Suspicion is job 1. Cynicism's a tool of the trade. And Dr. Sanders is qualified for the position. As director, John, you have nothing to worry about. The doctor was given a basement office. No windows.
Call me when the good doctor finds the way up here. They swear that's all they have. Thank you. Please keep us informed. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to tell the passengers the truth, or at least as much of it as we know.
Good. If you need me, I won't be going anywhere.
If the TV report's right, then you know a lot more on the ground than we do up here, except for one thing. Reed Lancaster just walked out of the cockpit and right past me. No, I don't know, and I can't ask. Experience tells me this isn't time to say, "Hi, Don Moses, Washington Star, Mr. Ambassador. What were you fellas doing up there in the cockpit?" Okay, tell Ben to relax. He'll get his inside story for the city edition.
Yeah, what?
I think we can. Miss, could you up there and tell that captain of yours that we're in a time of crisis down here? Pastor Wilson has a major appearance in New York in just a very few hours.
You have got to tell them what's going on, Captain. They're getting restless.
As soon as Professor Helm's body's in the crew loft.
Brenda and Dr. Turner have taken care of it.
Folks, this is Captain Holland. I apologize for keeping you in suspense and for this unprecedented delay. As you may have sensed by now, there's a bit of a diplomatic conflict in progress. But it's not because one of our passengers died over international waters. After we left Frankfurt, the German government notified us and all European nations that a passenger who boarded this aircraft had unknowingly been exposed to a new strain of the flu. Now, what this means is we're facing a possible quarantine, all of us. For how long, hours, days, I don't know.
There's nothing to worry about, Amanda, okay?
I do know.
What's a quarantine?
Well, it means that you and your Teddy may have to spend a little extra time with all these nice people here. What's your Teddy's name?
My brother named him Butthead. Why do we have to spend extra time?
Well, because that man got sick, and we just want to make sure that no one else does, okay? Now, if you or Butthead want anything, you just ring this button here, and one of the flight attendants will help you, okay? Okay, good girl.
Damn it! They won't let me talk to Bobby. I told you it was a bad idea to take this trip right before Christmas. I told you.
We've already been through all that. Bobby's probably resting. You don't need to worry.
Horribly exposed. I gave Professor Helms mouth to mouth. Hey, listen to me. What you did was heroic. And one wonderful. Sweetie, you did your best. Now, we've got to listen to what the captain says. We don't know if this is dangerous. We don't even know if it exists. Okay? Come on.
I've got it right. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it wasn't.
I've got to talk to my baby.
Miss, I want some answers. Now, no, wait, what does this mean? Are we
Just go back to your seat.
Are they writing us off or what?
This is Captain Holland again.
Hey, I what?
Folks, please don't overwhelm our flight attendants with questions they can't answer. They don't know any more than you know. We're in this together, folks. Please be understanding.
Gotten anything new since he left British airspace? There, you got it? No, that's great. No, okay. No, London, you keep on working your end. We'll work ours, right? London's useless. Michelle, get out to Kennedy Airport. Give me everything you can on Quantum Flight 66. Family members, friends, ground crew, limo drivers, anything. I want to know about it. Find out if there's any bigwigs, any celebrities, okay? Anything at all. Pam, give me Dallas. Oh, and Hickory, I want to see your pretty face on that screen before the hour. You got Dallas for me, right?
Yes.
Dallas, Qualls in New York. What do you got for me on Quantum Flight 66? I'm telling there's a corporate headquarters. Tell Dave I want Quantum's official response to our story. Not ASAP, sooner than possible. Now this is our story, people. It's not NBC's, it's not CNN's, it's not ABC's. It's ours. ICN's.
Defense has a plan, state's throwing a fit, White House is refereeing. The Germans just notified us the lab worker who exposed the American professor to the virus has died. So we have to stay on this. Well, a woman. Hastings and Ellis inform me you're our resident expert, Dr. Sanders. So, what do you know?
Well, Director Roth.
John.
John. Without electron microscope examinations, we can't provide definitive answers for your questions. But the Germans are talking a 2-day incubation period, which is almost unprecedented for a virus, even the hottest of viruses. They need time to get into the host at a cellular level and replicate, and 2 days is not very much time.
I've seen the movie, Dr. Sanders. Ebola Zaire takes up to 10 days.
Worst case, this is some sort of mutated viral pathogen. Bottom line, if we do have a killer virus on board that aircraft and it can be spread by air, we have to assume that virtually everyone is exposed. So far, we know of 2 people exposed and 2 people dead. If it has that kind of mortality rate and the incubation period from exposure to death is 48 hours, we could lose them all by the day after tomorrow.
You know, Rachel, it's odd. Even with the bombing in Madrid and all the threats by Al-Akbar, I never once thought of my own mortality. There was always something to do, an enemy I could see or anticipate. But this is different.
Dallas says we've got a solution. The Air Force is to be contacted. Damn. Contact the Air Force on 124.55. We've got them right here.
667, 124.55.
Roger, 66. This is Fox 1 off your left wing. Turn off your transponder now, please, and follow us. You'll now have to answer only to the call Fox 3. You understand, sir?
Roger. I take it our hosts are not in agreement with our little visit.
Our commander is ready for you, sir. Now please stay on this frequency and do not talk to any air traffic control facility. We're going to start a left turn and begin descent.